Yeah.
There we go. Hello, everybody. I don't really know what I'm doing. Firstly, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who sent a message today. I know myself and my granddad really appreciated it. So thank you for that. I just thought it would be nice if we could just come together this evening just for a little bit, just to raise a glass, to my dad, to wish him a happy 60th birthday.
Wait a minute. I brought a bottle of champagne. She drank a lot.
So we started today by ordering lunch from Uber Eats from McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Because that's what Dad wanted, let's face it. So that's
definitely, yeah.
And then someone went and got the champagne. He's already drunk all his, but I've saved a bit of mine. So
you drank all of it.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that I'm driving after this, so I didn't drink it all.
I think you need a breath test before you go. A sobriety test, breath test. Esther, don't let her leave. Get an Uber. They'll give you a discount after ordering McDonald's.
55 miles as well. Can you imagine? So, but yeah, good way to start. Lee was just saying backstage, this is the first time I've ever managed to pull something together like this. So I appreciate, the graphics was not great, etc. I know everybody's watching the football tonight, so I appreciate you stopping by.
Liverpool on?
I will say this, Dad, I've managed to do it, and I'm the right way up. So.
You did well, Leanne.
Sorry?
You did well. You smashed it, Leanne. You've set up a stream on your own when you've never done it before. Yeah, you've managed to turn the sound down on Aldo's end. Yeah, because it was too loud. You've smashed it. Big up to you, girl. Big up to you. Yeah. I'm surprised you ain't backed out a half and half scarf yet, if I'm honest.
I don't know. Can you imagine?
I can actually. There's one in the drawer.
What half? What?
I've got the one here.
No way.
No. Just for.
Oh, look, we've triggered her now. She's going to get it.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Big up to everyone watching this as well.
Make
sure you share the content, people. Make sure you smash it. Big up to everyone. Come on, cheers.
Come on, mate. Everyone get watching. Come on. Yeah.
It's a bit low, isn't it now?
Cheers.
This is the scarf that Jack gave to Granddad at Dad's funeral. There you go. Just for you.
Is that the one Jack gave?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Jack was in the United States recently, isn't he?
Mm.
So yeah. So I think he's back now, isn't he? So I might see him tomorrow, Jack.
Are you going to the game tomorrow? I can't get to the ones on Thursday evening. Are really hard to get to because of it being a school night and stuff. Obviously not for me, but for kids. So it's a long way to travel back from. But
what's up? 1 minute. What's happened when the World Cup starts?
Well, Italy are not in it, so you'll be fine. You've got a free Christmas.
What's happened?
No, it's starting on the 21st of November. 21st of November. I think it's going to start on a Saturday or Sunday, I think. Yeah, no.
And the Premier League stop?
Yeah. The last Premiership game's on the 12th. I think it's the 14th of November. 13th of November. And then, it stops for about 6 weeks.
Mm.
There you go. See, you get a rest.
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Not playing.
I don't know. I don't know. I could do a break from the Premiership and go to matches. I could just relax and watch some proper football.
Oh, it's not proper football, Kenny. That's rubbish. International football's boring, man.
Even the World Cup with the world's best players.
At least you haven't got to go out on a Wednesday night, though.
From Qatar as well. From Qatar, they can't play.
True, but the good thing about it is that in Qatar we're gonna get our games. We don't have to wake up about stay up till about 3 o'clock in the morning and watch the games.
That's true.
So we can watch the games at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? Even earlier.
I think England we go out the first group anyway. So
You can't say that. Most of everyone on the chat is English.
Eh?
Yeah, let us know. Oh, so because it says here, what does Steve say? Steve says the next Premier League game after World Cup is Boxing Day. So Boxing Day is for Arsenal is the West Ham game, if I'm right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I've just allocated that for the Claude Trust. I was
they all pissed.
Speak for yourself.
No. I mean, why the World Cup should have been a summer, not in November.
Agreed.
See, he's
totally
not happy
agree.
if it's
Money talks, and bullshit walks.
Yeah, bullshit walk.
Definitely. I think FIFA going to make billions this World Cup since in Qatar.
Qatar should never get that game. Never.
Yeah, agree.
James wants to know what your World Cup team is this year, Aldo.
Eh?
James wants to know who's your World Cup team this year.
I put my money on Italy.
Yeah.
I got the joke.
Yeah. Money well spent.
Money well spent.
I'll go put it for you in the bookies.
Money well spent on Italy.
What about you, Lee?
The obvious choice is France, but Argentina are 35 unbeaten, and I'd love Messi to win it just to shut all the Ronaldo fans up. And then Brazil, them three. If I had to pick one and put money on it,
if I bet Germany.
Not bad. Not bad. You know, they always turn up to tournaments are set for the last couple. Really, they went out and England beat them, and then they went out the first round, isn't it? So Brazil looking strong in terms of they've got a lot of players to choose from, but Argentina in it.
Maybe.
You know,
you never know.
One thing we know for a fact: England won't win it.
You never know. He got us to the semi, and he got us to the final against Italy in the Euros. Kenny, this could
with that manager.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like football manager. He look an undertaker.
I could.
Hey, his football's dead. I'll tell you that much.
Can you imagine someone buying a ticket to watch that? Mind you, when they watch mind you, thank God for Germany, because that was exciting in a wrong way.
Yeah.
My youngest brother goes to every single England game all over the world. He's going to Qatar. I said to him, just save the money, mate. Don't waste your time. They're coming home in the first knockout round. They're going to get somebody decent, and they're coming home. I said, waste of time. Just stay. What did he
say? What did he say to that?
He said, no, I've got to back my country, Lee.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are you from Germany?
Well, he supports Derby County, so he don't get to see good football and good players very often. So
yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not good at all. So I'm still reveling that Euro final. We said right from the beginning, didn't we? Imagine if it's an Italy-England final, like once England started to get through a little bit, not quite from the beginning, granted. But the first year, like my dad's not here, and it would be an Italy-England final. And Amy said it from right from near the beginning.
An accident here in Emmerdale, Aldo.
See, I didn't know. I always check football. This year I didn't check that. I didn't know. That forward player left Manchester City to go to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah,
Sterling. Yeah, Sterling. That's right. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I think Man City. He wasn't getting any games. He couldn't get enough games, so he wanted to get first team football. Although Sterling and Aubameyang are being dropped today for the game against Brentford. Although they're probably going to play at the weekend because they're saving them for Man United. at the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're on the bench at the moment as we speak.
And the other thing, Chelsea sacked the manager as well, isn't it? I didn't know that.
Aldo, they always sack their managers. It's not big news no more. This one will get sacked at the end of the season if they don't win a trophy.
I was meant to take Nono to the Liverpool Arsenal game the other day, but he didn't want to go because he was worried his team would lose, so we didn't go.
He was right.
It was right, didn't it?
He rang me up that evening. He went, "Well, thank fuck we didn't go."
Never thought we could beat Manchester City, though.
You did. That was a good game, actually. Very good game.
It was Man United, wasn't it? Their loss.
Where do you think Liverpool will finish this season?
Oh, no, nowhere near.
Do you think you'll finish above Arsenal?
No.
You sure?
Not this year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, positive.
Remember, this is us. You know, when the going gets tough, we normally crumble. We normally.
I was going to say, yeah, they tend to fuck it up.
Yeah.
The only
just out of
who got a chance to win it maybe at Tottenham.
Since Arsenal finished
Tottenham
might win. No, don't say that.
You can't say that.
Come on.
I'm going back to this stream next year. I'm going to be like, come on,
Conte is a good manager, you know.
Yeah, mind you, Aldo, your son, you know, about 6 years ago, about 7 years ago, when we were at an Arsenal Tottenham game, he actually said that Tottenham, the way Tottenham played against Arsenal, that they are the challengers for the league, and that they'll challenge for the league. And you know, they finished third in the 2-horse race that they'll win with Leicester, but you know, Spurs, you can never write them out because if they win today and they you know, beat Liverpool, you have to call them title contenders. Unfortunately, don't you agree, Lee?
Tottenham, Spurs will never beat Liverpool.
That's true. Hopefully, anyway, we want Spurs to lose every game.
This is their best ever start to a Premier League season.
Conte is a great manager, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Listen, we got Harry Dive Kane. We're fine. That man could be on the ballet, you know.
Did you see his penalty? His penalty this weekend.
I did, yeah. And I've got to say, even as a Spurs fan, I've got to say that was a dive and a half, wasn't it? Like that was some ballet.
Do you know what? Do you know what's funny though? Everyone's been digging him out, because he dived, he got the penalty, etc. Right? James Maddison dived in the early kickoff and got a yellow card for diving. Nobody's mentioned James Maddison. The only reason people have mentioned Harry Kane is because it resulted in a goal. That's it. If James Maddison had got the penalty and then they scored it, nobody would have still mentioned Maddison because it's Leicester City. At the end of the day, like Tottenham are very good under Conte in terms of efficiency. They're not very good to watch. They're boring. They're very boring to watch, but they're efficient and they all know what they're doing. And when you've got them two up front, always got a chance to win a football match. It was like when we had Alexis Sanchez in the team. Like we always had a chance. Doesn't matter how rubbish the rest of the team were. You got Alexis in your team. You got a chance to win something.
And they're starting to play well as well. Son and Kane as well. It's frightening. Like you know, they've got some injuries, Tottenham, to Kulusevski and Richarlison. But the only injuries you don't mind if those two get injured. But if Kane and Son get injured, that's when Spurs will struggle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm worried about? I hope that happens. Boris Johnson come back as a prime minister.
That's enough to kill Kenny off.
Shouting at Liz Truss on the telly.
Kenny left.
No. You know what's happened, Rich? I'm doing it on another monitor, but someone tried to ring me, and I've just put the phone down, and I said, "Look, go away. I'm busy." You know what I mean?
Lily's more important.
I'm doing other stuff. 100%.
Just to interrupt you guys, because I just want to say thank you to Carl for the donation. I totally appreciate it. I don't really know how it works, but I appreciate it. So thank you. Any money that is raised from this stream afterwards, or any donations that come in, go directly to the Claude Trust, which we've been using over the last 18 months to send youth to more games. and some adults as well with disabilities to games as well. Some of you will have seen on the Instagram and that. I recently took James.
In other words, you want
lovely
some money.
guy. He's a great guy.
You want some money.
So Aldo will put it bluntly there. Yeah, we want your money. Absolutely. The more money that comes into the trust, the more good we can do. You know, it's amazing.
I might put together a few penny anyway.
Okay.
I might put together a few penny.
A few pennies, every penny counts. So the latest thing we've been doing to fundraise, my mum, God love her, has decided after a bottle or two of wine that she quite dive. Now she's hit over 40 plus VAT. So we've got a GoFundMe up at the moment. That's happening on Saturday, and I will get as much video. We are also, Mum is paying for a photographer to jump as well. So the footage of it will be absolutely amazing. The GoFundMe, when I last looked, still didn't have a donation on it from Lee, but yeah, he'll sort that, I'm sure.
100%. Do you know what? I was supposed to get back to somebody who works at Twitch, and I told him I'd get back to him the next day. That was a week and a half ago.
Twitch what? I have no idea what that is. Fuck me.
Yeah, when I say I am the worst, but I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it right now while I'm on this. Apologies.
So it's actually on £910 now from
Liverpool just scored, Aldo. Liverpool just scored. They're winning 1-0. Liverpool are winning 1-0, mate.
Who scored?
Darwin Núñez.
Oh, Núñez. Oh,
Noodles.
Hey, Leanne, what I was going to ask you is that, it says, Leanne, just going to ask you, like I said, Lizzie's doing like the dive and everything, but one thing about Claude Horse Trust, it's done some good stuff. Like, they had a football match as well where at White Hart Lane Stadium, so that would have brought on a lot of awareness as well. So it was not at Tottenham, but the White. Lee, me and Leanne got to tell you something, because there's two White Hart lanes. There's a White Hart lane that's actually outside Tottenham's ground. There's a White Hart lane that's actually in Wood Green, which is N22. So there's two White Hart lanes in the borough of Haringey.
Yeah. That's White Hart Lane begin at Wood Green and go all the way.
Yeah, that's it. All the way up to N17.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows.
So so we've been doing some good stuff though lately. I went to my boy's 7. He's got autism, as a lot of you might know already. But he's just started a new youth team for the under 7s, and apparently he's quite a baller. So which is. He's got a bit. He's never played football before, but he's. And he likes scoring the goals, which is amazing. So his team, the boys, their boots come off every 5 minutes. So the trust has just bought the whole team some lacy bands, which I've never seen them before until my other boy wore them for football. They go over the football boot, so they tie in the laces and they keep the boots on their feet.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, just all the rage. Sometimes
you gotta get down with the kids, Leanne. That's all the rage.
Yeah, exactly. So, but little things like that are the little things that I can do at the moment with the trust while we're building up. Obviously we've got the 2 season tickets in the club level, which are amazing seats. One day I'm going to pull Kenny out of his own season seat to come and sit with me in them seats. He thinks he's not posh enough. He reckons they won't let him in, but I'll sneak him in. So and just little things like that make a big difference.
You know what it is, Leanne? I have to be straight with you. I sit in the Emirates. I run the whole part of the ground. I don't start the singing, but I make sure I approve all the songs. So, for instance, the Mesut Ozil song I didn't like, so I made sure that all the 50 people around me, I banned them from singing the Mesut Ozil song, because I said they're only allowed to sing the Mesut Ozil song if he starts playing well. His form improves. If his form dips, they're not allowed to sing it. So I have quite a bit of sway where I sit.
I've only ever sung that song once, and that was when we played Atletico Madrid away in Madrid, and we were in Plaza Mayor in Madrid Square, and I was absolutely trolleyed off my nut, and I was with Lee Judges. And I got the words wrong.
That's all right. The last time I went to, I took a young lad to one of the games, and he started shouting, "What do we think of Tottenham?" And there was shit, and I was just like, "Ben, what is that?" So
right.
even the kids are at it.
Don't worry. I've now donated to the fund. You'll be pleased to know.
Oh, good. I'm pleased to see it.
Mate, I'm the worst person. Like when you want me on time, don't invite me. Yeah, when you say, "Oh, can you share this, or can you do that, or can you donate to that?" On my dates, I am the worst person to get back to people. Like,
you know what though, Kenny, Lee, you say that, but out of a lot of people, you know, obviously, I don't know about anyone else, but this has been a real surreal 18 months for me. It feels like sometimes it feels like yesterday, and sometimes it feels like it's been a long time, you know, since Dad's been gone, because so much has changed in the last 18 months. It's just absolute madness. It's just like the people that were in my life the second Dad died, you know, some of them people are not in my life anymore. You know, some people that weren't around when Dad first passed away are in my life now. You know, there's been so much change and so much settling, and it took me a long time to just sort of find that baseline, and you guys have always, you know, been there to you know, tweet things and tell me how to do things. So I appreciate that. You know, I know I can drop you a message or phone you up and, you know, ask you anything. And I've got to be honest, it makes me feel like I'm sort of like I'm ringing my times, because I feel like you and my dad were so similar that your advice is quite similar. Does that make sense? So it means a lot to me.
We're always going to be here, you know, and we're going to be here to, you know, our dying day, because that's how much we loved your dad, because he's a great guy. And the thing is, your dad was always there for people. Anytime, it didn't matter how big a podcast, you know, whether they had about 100,000 subscribers or whether they had just 2, he will always appear on people's show. A photo was never a problem for him, you know. Anything to do with football, he just wanted to be part of it, and he was always willing to help. You know, everywhere you go, they tell you now, there's people right now raising the glass to your dad. I can tell you right now, raising the glass to your dad, they're never going to forget that great man, because he was because the other day, people who said, "Oh, Claude this," I said, "Well, go and meet him, get to know him," and then every time they come, they had the best time. I was at a gym one time when we were going to Tottenham away, and one guy, mate of mine, good friend of mine, Tottenham supporter, he went out. I'll tell you one thing. I went and got changed, had a shower, and him and Claude were still talking 40 minutes later. And he just went, "I've got to meet Claude." And that's how much they touched him. Even Spurs fans who hate Arsenal, they loved you, Claude, because they felt they can have a drink with him. And I think that's the thing. He
was the only one who didn't get like.
Yeah, exactly.
Out with everyone, didn't he? He was the only one that didn't go up.
Me and Lee would have rocks thrown at us and probably have plastic, you know, bottles of it. But Claude, nothing happened to him. And I think that's testament to the great man, because, you know, he was a football man. He was a football man, and I think that was why people loved him. And, you know, and obviously when he was taken away, people people gutted, and they're still gutted now. And that's the thing. That's why we're
get the odd thing whenever I post something. Like, you know, people are like, "Oh my god!" Like, I didn't know. Like, the people still finding out and still like can't believe it, and just it's just mad. You know, I mean, I think for me, the fact that, you know, when that first tweet went out, and it went out earlier than I would have liked, but you know, I suppose it's hard, isn't it? I hadn't even, you know, but when that first themselves actually replied to that tweet and offered their condolences, which, you know, was just outstanding, really.
Can I just say,
when we went to the funeral,
sorry to cut you off, as much as we cuss the club sometimes, Kenny, yeah, right, and as much as Claude did as well, yeah, the club have been absolutely insane with you. Yeah, they have been absolutely brilliant with everything they've done for you, yeah, and they have helped, they've guided, they've spoke to you, they've been open, transparent. Like, if you can't have something or they can't help you with something, then they can't do it. Yeah, but they just tell you. But if they can, they'll go above and beyond. And fair play to our football club, because you know what? Deep down, as much as me and Kenny cuss the football manager, the players at times, and so did Claude, Yeah, we want the best for our football club, and Kenny always says the club is the star. The club was here before all of us.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and they've been brilliant. So big up to Arsenal, big up to them, because
I mean, some of the things they've done for us has just been, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, like even on the day of the funeral, obviously, like I fucked up. I've got to be honest, I don't think my brain was in here at all. You know, that funeral took a lot to organise. And we lost Muriel's sister a fortnight after Dad, so we had that funeral to organise as well. And I think everything was just so, the messages were coming from, everyone here was at that funeral, and I'm still gutted that it was during COVID and it had to be so restricted. But I think we gave him an amazing send off, and we couldn't have done that without the fans that put in to support us right from the off. But even with the change literally last minute, the night before, I had to change the time we were going past the Emirates, and still there was people there to see us come past. And the staff from the armory were all stood outside, like the security guard, the lot of them, they were all stood outside, like just waiting for him to pass. And the respect there was just, honestly, I just couldn't believe it. I remember getting back in the car and saying, all these people, they love my son. I can't believe how many people love my son.
Do you know what? It's mad because there's only a handful. Like if me and Kenny tragically left and went to heaven, or in my case probably hell, right? But if we left this planet for whatever reason, the club wouldn't be doing that for either of us two. Yeah, and that's testament to your dad, to Aldo's son. Yeah, Maria, who sadly passed away recently as well. The same with her. The club. Yeah. The club appreciates somebody that's been there as like lifelong. Like, I'm only 40 years old. Kenny, you're only 10 above me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like it's a long time supporting a football club, but to go to every single game pretty much, like, and it's mad. And there's not many people that can dedicate their life or have the finances to do it. Let's be real, because it is expensive to watch Arsenal. It's not cheap. Right, and especially to travel up and down the country, get on the coaches, and it's not just so much expensive in terms of price; it's expensive in terms of hours. Like, exactly. When we went to Newcastle, do you remember we went to Newcastle, Kenny? Right, we left at like 3:30 in the morning or something, got back at midnight.
Yeah, and half of the time he was around picking other people up. Pippa said to me, Pippa from AFTV said to me once that, despite the fact that he'd been up since early that morning, he would always make sure that everybody got home. He would always say to get in the car, I'm taking you home. And she'd be like, but it's not on your way, Claude. And he'd be like, but I'm taking you. Come on, let's go. And my dad lived with me for the best part of 8 years. So I can tell you now that all he did was go to work a little bit and sleep. I got contacted by paramedics more than once because he'd passed out in the ground, and that's because he hadn't eaten that day, because he'd left so early in the morning, and all he had was enough
away
money
2 years on the spin.
Oh yeah, Chelsea away. That was bad, because
that was mad.
We were coming out the ground, and I thought we didn't know he didn't eat, because we all stuffed their faces, and but it's one of the things. And again, the fans, both Chelsea and Arsenal fans, just went, boom, stuff what you do. Let's make sure this guy's all right. And that's the thing. Yeah. There isn't a football fan, who, didn't love your dad. They all loved him. They all loved having him around, making a fuss of him. You know what I mean? And
but that's when authenticity, Kenny. There's not many people with authenticity, mate.
You know the sad thing about your dad not being around, and Aldo, your son, not being around. When you see things like the overlap, that was made for your dad. And I think you think about all the good things that have happened. That he's, all the thing. He's not part of that, and that's the thing that that we miss a lot, because we just love seeing him enjoy himself and enjoying his football. That we really, really enjoy. People really, really enjoyed his company, loved his company. Love, spending time with him, not just at football, just in life. He was so much fun to be around.
Like he used to watch all. I used to, because when he lived with us for a period of time, he lived in an annex on the side of the house, I used to go next door there to watch the soaps and silly stuff with him because my husband didn't want to watch that sort of shit. But Dad was
he loved all that.
He was like, "Come on, we want to watch this." But he'd spend the whole time shouting at the screen and getting annoyed and throwing stuff at the telly, and that wasn't even football.
I know, yeah. You know another thing about your dad, which obviously Lee don't like, but I found out that I thought I was the only person who liked cricket, but I didn't realise your dad loved cricket. And then, we used to spend all the time talking about the Ashes, the winter tours and everything, slagging off England when they were messing up. I had no idea that he loved cricket. And that's something, that's what I've never, I was really made up, that he loved cricket. It was, it's one of those things like, after COVID, the plan was always to go Lords and go and watch Middlesex because I was going to turn him into a Middlesex fan. And the boxing as well, I'm as you know, I love the sport, and it's another thing that I wanted to get him in. We wanted to do as well, and I think that's the thing. You just don't. It's those sort of things. You just like the enjoyment. He brought to me, and I think I ain't gonna lie, I do get a bit lonely when he's not around because we spoke every day, and I think it's the loneliness sometimes that you miss about the great man. Because it is very lonely when you don't have a mate to talk to every day. You know what I mean? Especially when you.
Yeah,
we're used to it. I think, especially when you go through the stuff that I went through. Because I lost my mum. She died last year as well, and not having the great man to talk to, that is a big miss. You know what I mean?
And do the streams with as well. Like you used to meet up
exactly.
Didn't you?
Well, yeah. That's the thing, Aldo. Me and your son, and I know what happened. It's so funny because I was getting to train from Barnet, and I saw Claude at one of the coffee shops. I said, "What are you doing there? What are you doing?" He went, "Oh, I was just sitting around." And I said, "What are you doing with that phone then?" And I stayed. I was, "Oh, I was thinking of doing streams." I said, "You going to do a stream?" He said, "What, do you want to do one?" I said, "Yeah." And we did a stream for about half an hour, and it was something we did about 3 times a week. And then once again, you used to have a big crowd. You used to have Spurs fans going, Yid Army, and there was one guy who used to come in and tell us how he felt about the club, and it was just so organic and authentic, and it's where again it's something we enjoyed together, just authentic. A phone, a little stand in a coffee shop, we're having a coffee chatting, and I think you can't get more original than that, can you?
That's correct.
Or anything, did he? He just sort of went for it, and I think that's why he started some of them streams with him upside down, because he didn't really do him with a lot of it, And I just think, like, if COVID had been lifted and that, I mean, imagine the opportunities that we would have had to have done so much more. It's just absolutely crazy. I feel like it was just, there's so much time that we've lost that that we could have that we lost during COVID that could have become something so much bigger than it already was, which is crazy. Already massive, wasn't it? So I just think, where would it have gone if he'd still been here to carry it on after COVID? It's just mad. It really is. And that's the biggest thing that I want to the big thing about the trust. I still get a lot of hate from it. I get inboxes and messages left and comments and that telling me that I'm trying to use my dad's name to do things like to make money, and it's just like, what part of this is a charity? It doesn't actually benefit. Do you know what I mean? So
don't waste your time.
My biggest goal here. No, well, you can't, and I've learned pretty quickly.
I think what's happened is that, unfortunately, unfortunately, people just out there just hate. It makes them feel better in the morning. It gives them something to do, because their life's so bad. To make themselves feel better and get out of the system, they'll just target someone and just have a go because it makes them feel better. And
that wasn't. I mean, I'm not particularly mental health. I'm not very strong, but my dad was nowhere near as strong as I am in that sort of way. So when I see some of the messages now, I just think, oh my God, like he shielded a lot of his family from a lot of that. He tried to keep all of us out out of that social circle, if you like, and I know why now. But I just think I'm surprised that he coped as well as he did with some of the messages I've seen. I honestly am. I still get messages now. Oh, you know, your dad's not worth remembering because of what he said on that stream, and I just think, you know, I don't want to name names, but let's just go pray in the hat and be like, but that's all blown over. It's all like we've all got to be like,
do you know what, Leanne? Yeah, right. This is why I don't open DMs, right? Because I've said this a million times. I'm going to use the cupcake analogy, right? You could make the most beautiful, amazing, delicious cupcakes. You could post them on Facebook, and everyone goes, "Oh, Leanne, they're amazing. Oh, where can I buy these?" Yeah, you put them on Instagram. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you've got a special talent." You can make YouTube videos of them, and people will be like, "Oh my God, these cakes are insane. You've got a talent." Yeah, you can put them on Twitter, and people will go, "They look like shit, choke." Yeah, then you get DMs on Insta from 1 out of 1,000 people that go, "Oh, they're shit." Yeah, it's like literally these people. Like I see it the other day. Ivan Toney got a post the other day after they won 2-0 at the weekend or Friday night. And he got a post calling him a racist name and said, so fair play to him. He screenshotted it. He put it out. He screenshotted the guy's profile, pull it out. The guy deactivated everything instantly. The kid was like 23. But this is the thing. These people, they've got nothing better going on in life, right? So what they do is they then think, oh, we can bully, we can suppress, we can close and shut and harass people into like not having an opinion or not doing what they want to do, or in your case, what you feel is right to continue your dad's legacy on from. Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there like that. Unfortunately for you, you have to open every DM, because it could be somebody that's interested in going to a game and stuff like that. I get it. Yeah, but like the internet, it's done so much good, but it's so much bad, and it ain't regulated properly, and like it can end up in people
it's the worst.
Seriously bad way. And like, you know, like my daughter's got TikTok. Yeah, I said to her, don't ever follow me. I didn't even want her to have it. Yeah, but now I'm asking her how to use it because I'm on it. But it's like, don't ever follow me. When I post pictures out of my family and stuff now, I put emojis over their face. I don't tag them, I don't do nothing. Because there is people out there, and unfortunately it's sad that you have to do that. Yeah, but that's the world we live in, and until things change.
I've just had my Instagram account, my personal Instagram account, Claude. What's that all about? They've just at the risk of sounding like my dad. What's that all about?
Got this hacked, right?
Did it get either look since? But I was just like, what the fuck, Clark? Why do you? And that's the second time that's happened to me. I'm just like, why?
But the reason why they clone it is because they're not doing it. The reason why they're doing it is because they want to hack into other people's account to pretend to be you. So that account they clone, so they can hack into it. Yeah. So what's happened is it could be someone you know and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, I've lost my my phone. Can I just use your phone to hack it to log into it?" And then what you do is oh yeah, it's all right, I know her. Boom, they've taken your account. And I think that's
Liverpool just saved the penalty. Liverpool just saved the penalty from West Ham.
Oh gee,
right on half time.
Oh, you got Spanish. You got the Spanish. What's the name? Yeah, because we we're watching it on a computer on Amazon down here. It's on Amazon.
We get in Spain. They don't have BT Sport or Sky Sports. Like they don't have either.
I was saying, I wouldn't have been able to help you watch the stream last time, but can you watch? Like, does it block like Sky Go and shit out there or?
No, you won't be able to use that.
They don't have Sky at all. So, like, you get Sky Germany, Sky Italia. Excuse me. They don't have Sky España. Yeah, and they don't have BT Sport. Yeah, so if you're on a illegal stream, then maybe it will come up with them. Yeah, but I've signed. Well, my friend signed up to DAZN. He lives in Sevilla, which is a couple of hours from here, and he gave me his login details. But DAZN get every single kickoff, like for Premier League, every single game.
Right, every game.
And what happens is it comes up in the top corner. If there's a goal in another game whilst I'm watching the Liverpool game, there's a goal in the Man United game, it'll come up goal alert. Yeah, it don't tell you who.
Oh,
what
Spurs
team.
losing
You
then.
click on it,
Spurs
you go and
losing
watch
then.
the goal. You come straight back.
Are Spurs losing then?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's. I see that there was a goal disallowed in the Eibar Real Madrid game because that popped up as well, but I don't know who for.
Fair enough.
But yeah, but
if
Bowen
Spurs
missed
lose,
penalty,
I'm
Hudson
happy.
saved it.
Yeah, Spurs lose. Oh, sorry, Leanne, but we're very happy if Spurs lose because of obvious reasons.
All right, 0-0. I'm guessing that Chelsea because
Yeah.
oh no,
Well, it kicked
hang
off
on,
2
I'm on the
minutes
wrong
ago.
thing.
The Man United Spurs game.
God.
Oh, at 7:15.
Oh.
Right, that's the
Time then. You know, we're not all Arsenal scoring in the first 45 seconds. So I just want to just quickly, I just wanted to say thank you, Randy. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. I appreciate your donation. And there's been a couple come through on the GoFundMe, the alerts come up. So thank you to those. I've just had a message here from He's branched out. He's got to believe he's doing quite well. So, good luck to him. If you enjoyed Diesel's streams on the channel, then certainly go find him on there. I couldn't tell you what he's doing at the moment because I've lost my ability to know. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Terry's doing well as well, but he's really busy. So if you know, you know. And if you know more, let me know because I haven't got a fucking clue. And I know Terry's been quite busy with work. I know they lost a lot of staff at his job and he had to pick up a lot of rounds. So he's been really, really busy. But I believe he does debut every now and again just to make sure there's a few.
No.
Oh, well, mute him because they were talking about Emmerdale. Let me unmute you. Hang on a second.
Nobody can do me.
Yeah, Leanne's saying what?
He's muted. What's up? Are you trying to talk to us?
No.
Leanne is others trying to say it's getting late.
Oh, he wants me to go home. He's trying to kick me out. Look. Charming.
Why not kick you out?
No, so before we finish, I want to say that Terry was at the Liverpool game, so he's fine anyway. So he's doing all right. He's as you say, Leanne, he's rushed off his feet. I said, Terry, you got to go work now. Yeah. So yeah. So Terry's still alive and well.
Oh yes, we mustn't forget that Terry is an Arteta sexual. So what does it call him?
That's
Arteta sexuals. That's the one, isn't it? So Terry may be in the hot tub with Arteta, Joanne. You're right there. I'm still learning. But yeah, so I like I said right at the beginning, I really appreciate everybody coming on to say hello. It means a lot. And just I know Lee's going out for dinner because he's a busy man.
Yes, I am.
They've got to drive 50 miles home.
Changed.
So I've just got to finish my glass.
I've got to choose between Liverpool, West Ham, Brentford, Chelsea, or Tottenham, Man United. So, you're welcome to choose for me, any of you guys.
Man United, Spurs.
But you should watch the Spurs game so you can sweat.
I'll be supporting Man United because I think we need to sort of educate some Arsenal fans and remind them that our rivals are Tottenham, not Man United. That it's not a dilemma to support Man United against Tottenham. It's not really a dilemma. It's always a dilemma to support Tottenham in anything.
I've been to more Arsenal matches in my life now than I have Spurs games, but my mum won't let me switch.
Yeah, I noticed.
You can't change your team. You can't change your team.
I've spoken to him on quite a few times.
You can't change your team.
Yeah, no, I've met your mother's side of the family.
Kenny's not having it either because he.
No, it's all they can't do that. We don't want you, but we don't want you anyway. Sorry.
I was going to say you don't want me anyway. I'm just hanging out in club above the away fans.
You're doing bits.
You're doing bits, but sorry, love you loads, but you're not welcome in Arsenal. Once you've been
just
Spurs,
stop buying them
Spurs.
stupid half and half scarves. You're always welcome, Liam. Forget what Kenny says. I know he's bigger than me, but he's 3,000 miles away. So I'm just going to say what I'm saying, right? just stop buying them half and half scarves. Yeah, they're not the one.
No, don't buy them. Don't buy them.
Go and buy a proper scarf, an Arsenal scarf. Yeah. But obviously that half and half scarf, we'll allow that one because that's sentimental.
We'll allow this one. Jack's one's allowed.
We will allow that one. Big up Jack Truth as well.
Lovely, mate.
Right. Jack Truth,
mate.
I'm going to call him Jason Punching from now on because he is punching above his weight with his wife, by the way. Oh my days.
She's absolutely
hey, have you met Jeff? Do you know Jeff Arsenal? Well, Jeff Arsenal and Chat are good friends. I've met Jeff. I
don't think I want to either.
No, he's a lovely guy. I met Jeff Arsenal's wife. He's punching. I met his wife. She is absolutely lovely. Jeff Arsenal and Shaq, they are punching. Trust me, they have punched out of the bag.
Money
mate.
talks, Kenny. Yeah. Money talks. No,
I don't know about that.
I'm joking.
I met Jeff Arsenal's wife.
But you know what though? You joke like that, but Jack is so down to earth.
He's a lovely man.
Yeah, he sounds.
Boot sale when he goes, it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's such a nice guy. He really
you need to wrap this up before you get in trouble.
Yeah. All right.
I know.
Yeah,
look, it's the beer out now. That'd be it.
I think you're going to get told off. Told off. You're making noise during Emmerdale, I think.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
No, it's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. Are you trying to? He's trying. Oh, he's probably trying to turn it off. God love him. So, hello, Mr. B for life. What does this mean, guys? Help me out here.
Excellent.
It says
that means he's become a member of the channel.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I have no idea what that means, but
no, he's a great guy. He's a Brentford fan. He's a Brentford fan, but he always watches our podcast, isn't he?
So that's me. I get it now. Oh well, welcome, and I will sort it out as soon as I can. There's so much coming out. We've done so much for the charity over the last 6 months that I can't wait to share it. And I will share some more stuff on Saturday.
Sooner.
I haven't got the equipment live, and all you hear is wind. So, but if the weather's decent enough, I will go live from the Skydive Centre. So we've got to be there dead early.
Mic her up. Put a mic on her. Put one of them little mics on her. Yeah, I want to hear.
I've got no idea how it works. She's paid extra for an extra jumper to jump with a camera, so she should get some good footage. Which
good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I'd rather her than
I'm not saying enough.
My feet are going to be well on the ground, so yeah. So well, I'll let you all get off, but thank you everyone. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to Aldo, and a lot to Lee and Kenny as well. To Claude.
Kenny, take care.
Love you, Aldo. Love you, Aldo.
Maybe I'll see you sometime.
Definitely, 100%.
We'll say goodbye to everybody, and then you can say goodbye to Kenny afterwards.
and Martin, was your name Martin?